All right, it's Wednesday, February 28th, and this is kind of a midday SPY recap. You can see here after buying some calls or going long the SPY on bar number 3, it worked up to the first target, which was the close of yesterday, and I discussed how it was a good place to scale out, set up a no-risk trade, given the fact that on the daily chart, we kind of opened up near the low of yesterday and then started up. So that was kind of a first target up there. We've kind of pulled back, which you expected, or pause in this area of 1, 2, 3, 4 bars, and then we started lower. So at that point, it was an opportunity to either, at worst, break even on the rest of this trade. What I did is on the QQQs, I decided to buy some puts here. This is the weaker of the two indexes. We've come up only to the midpoint of the prior day. We took out liquidity, and then we came down, and we had a little up bias temporarily, taking out the first bar high, but then we took out liquidity, and when we pulled back, and then I saw that this was not an orderly pullback for another push higher, I bought some QQQ puts here at the 438 puts at 376, and they're starting to move up a little bit, and I'm going to see if this takes out the low of the day. I think the QQQs being the weaker of the indexes, we really didn't get that follow through up here in the morning. We held the midpoint of the prior day. It's a 2-down day. We're targeting into this gap down here as we continue lower. So I'm going to, I guess, go with the downside here, take out this gap, and then see really what develops in here on the daily chart. Again, on both the SPY and the QQQs, well, this is I am expecting that high to be tested this week, but for now on the daily, on the chart, we're moving lower. So it looks like, instead of moving up the first 2 days, it looks like we want to take out a little more liquidity on the downside first before possibly moving up. And it's possible we end up with a kind of an inside bar on this week. I don't know. As the week gets closer to the end, if I look at the SPY now on the weekly chart, we have 2 days and now into the third day of heading lower. We're still comfortably holding in here. So at any moment we can get something to the upside. We tried it on this breakout here, but this looks like too much of a deeper pullback to expect another push up, although it is possible. But anyway, I'm going to play that liquidity seems to be wanting to be taken out down here first before possibly moving higher. There is a gap to fill, and the QQQs being the weaker of the two indexes. And watching this price action, I think these lows of the day could be taken out, and again at that point we could start moving into this gap. So I'll kind of switch a little bit short term to the downside here, just watching the price action, but always knowing that you could have a failure down there as well. But for now, I think there should be a continuation to the downside, take out some liquidity. So that's kind of the SPY morning update here, or the afternoon update, just watching it kind of make a little push up towards this close of yesterday, pausing in here. And again, as long as we hold the midpoint of this area, I still think this could be an area you hold, but we'll find out. It just looks like not great price action today. So we will continue to watch it, but just showing you kind of a small gain on a buy here. And then for me, I'm going to go with the QQQs to the downside, see if we take out the lows of the day.